All praises and glory goes to our mighty power Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the electmen continually feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel coming out of our Bible. Coming out of our Bible, and the Lord said to give them warning from me. We've been warning of our people. We've been warning our people about these other nations. Right, these heathen nations, right? They're our enemies, right? The scriptures talk about our enemies and not to trust our enemies, but you jakes in this society over an Edomite woman, Moabite woman, you ready to lose your goddamn minds and your lives. Right? You got this jake right here. What happened? Let's read. It says, Edomite woman almost set up Jake for Get Out Part 2. For Get Out Part 2, right? Let's read what's going on. It says, I definitely enjoyed our night out, but I don't think my parents can find out about us. Same here, and why? And then she goes to say, they despise black guys. My last black boyfriend, let's just say it didn't go well. They literally set him up to be put in jail for life for something he didn't even do. I'm reading it again. They despise black guys. My last black boyfriend, let's just say it didn't go well. They literally set him up to be put in jail for life for something he didn't even do. Google, Wellington, I really like you, but I don't want anything to happen to you. Right? And he says, I like you too. And yeah, that's crazy. I went to school with him. Maybe if you sat down and had a conversation with them, they'll loosen up. Think they would down for dinner? Think they would down for dinner? I'll ask. Laugh out loud, right? This is a dumbass Jake right here. This Jake ain't too bright right here, and he look just like the nigga from Get Out. He looked just like that docile ass ninja from Get Out. That nigga was docile as hell. All the signs was pointing to like, man, nigga, you don't belong here. But he was so comfortable amongst his enemies, right? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, right? We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus. Let's do 12 and 10. And it reads, never trust thine enemy like as iron rust. Matter of fact, what we're going to do right here is go back. Ecclesiasticus 12, let's start at verse 10. We're going to read 10, but we're going to read the whole chapter, through part of the most chapter. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, right? Because this man ain't never changed. Right? This man ain't never changed. He's the same Edomite from Esau and Jacob. Right? He said after Isaac dies, he hated his brother. He wanted to slay his brother, right? It says, though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. In other words, he can't change. He's going to be the Edomite. A thief comes not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And he got his eyes set on destroying who you jakes, killing you jakes. Right? He already stole you. He already stole your property, stole your land, stole everything from you, your identity. And now his end game is to destroy you, right? Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Right? He done overtook the children of Israel. Now he's standing in our place saying he's the people of the Lord. He's in the land of Israel. Right? Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee. And that's what happened during the Dark Ages. They started marrying these Gentile nations, mixing and mingling amongst the nations, like the Lord said it would happen. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, right? You got these dumb ninjas. Right? For the love of the pea. For the love of the pea, and the Edomite woman, their asses done got killed. They done been put in jail, right? It's a lot of jakes who done fell because of what? The love of the Edomite woman, the heathen women. right? It says, who will pity a charmer that has been with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast, right? This is the this man is a beast. That's why he has some called the mark of the beast, right? That he's pushing. He got a beast system, right? It says, so one that goes to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity, right? There's no mercy. No, I'm sorry, there's no sympathy for you ninjas who get executed and get knocked off and get judged by these Edomites for dealing with these Edomites, right? It says here, ex-cop convicted of fatally shooting daughter's black boyfriend, right? He can take it. Seen a ninja throw rod in his daughter, right? It says off-duty cop who killed daughter's boyfriend faces 3 trials. That was back in 2017, right, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? And then you had a white cop was fired for illegally detaining his daughter's black boyfriend. That's in 2018, right? And it continued. Imagine how many ninjas done died over what? Messing with a so-called white woman, right? You had the movie Rosewood. Rosewood, what did the white woman do? She lied and said that it was a black dude who raped her. And they set the whole motherfucking black city on fire, man. They weren't playing around. A lot of these so-called white uprisings against the black communities was built on what? White lies about white women being raped and attacked, right? Right? It's a lot of you jakes what it says, sleeping with the enemy. Sleeping with the enemy, man. Look at them NFL niggas, right? They really think that this woman, it says, these are your concubines, man. These are your side women. They're not to be your wives, right? We're not supposed to give our sons to their daughters and our daughters to their sons. Right? Really, we're supposed to be separating ourselves from these people. Right? Separating ourselves from these people, man. I'm going to read the book of, let's go here to the book of Daniel 12, verse 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but what? The wicked shall do wickedly, right? It says, this man cannot change his spot. Right? Can a leopard change his spot? Can he that is accustomed to doing evil do good? Paraphrasing, no, he cannot. Because he's so stuck on being a wicked. That's what he was programmed to do. That's what the Lord created him to be, wicked, right? It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wicked, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. I'm going to read the book of Jeremiah 13 and 23. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin? Right? Or the leopard his spot? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil, right? This man was created to do evil, to rob, steal, kill, destroy, oppress, right? He's supposed to be a thorn on the side of who? The children of Israel, man. He's our oppressor. He's our colonizer. He's really the master right over us, right? It says, let them be subject to the higher power. For the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. And the Lord done set up this Edomite over us. And you jakes done overstep your boundaries trying to think you the same as Esau, Edom. Right? That's why Edom is judging you ninjas. I'm going to read the book of Genesis 27 and 41. It says, and Esau hated Jacob. It said, what? And Esau hated Jacob. Who's Esau? The so-called white man. Who's Jacob? The descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is who you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Through what? Through the prophecies. Right? And through the curses. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings, right? And also the blessings, right? You about to inherit the kingdom of heaven, and this devil's about to go down. So this man is upset. He's upset he didn't get the blessings, right? Because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob, right? That's on his thoughts, right? And Jake know through the spirit that these devils don't like him, right? You don't see a movie Get Out about Asians or about Arabs, East Indians, right? They had 9/11. How many Arabs did they really attack and pull out of cars and beat up and shoot unjustly? 0. But how many you ninjas they stay fucking up? A bunch, right? First off, you just in here to be punished. You just in here to be punished, not to have a good goddamn time, right? And you trust in these goddamn women. It says, give not thy strength unto women, man. It says, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. Right? And these women cause you to err, right? Just like this Edomite woman about to introduce this ninja to her clan family, and guess what? Pretty soon he might be that ninja from Get Out, right? He gonna be fucked up in the mind, right? Might put his ass to sleep. I'm gonna read the book of. We already read this one. Let's go to Revelation 13 and 10. It says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? Who's waiting for vengeance? The children of Israel. Who's being killed by the sword? The children of Israel. By who? By the Edomites, right? The oppressor, the colonizer, right? He has his heart set on destroying who? The chosen people of the Lord, thinking that's going to stop prophecy, right? He ain't worried about no Moabites. He ain't worried about no damn Hamites. He ain't worried about no Elamites. The Japheth, he ain't worried about none of them other nations. His main problem on earth is who? The children of Israel. Because he know one day the Lord's going to come back and deliver his people. And what's going to happen? I'm reading Revelation 13 and 10. "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, right? So all these Edomites think they just going to kill black peoples. And ain't going to be no revenge. Ain't going to be no judgment, man. Guess what? The Lord going to get them all. The Lord going to get them all.